What's up, guys? And today what we're going to be doing is going to be a little bit different. Normally it's like, oh, when I tell them to stop screaming, they go, yeah, you remember. But today it's going to be showing off all the variants in Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 and testing them out against my cousin Riley. But not today, sorry, but... Okay, so you know Riley from my first video, and oh god, when he said that, he's going to invite me, okay? So, I'm not sure if Riley's coming online on PVZ2 yet.
I'm coming on literally right now.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be testing all of the variants in the game on him. But, there's one twist. I don't have two of the characters in the entire game, okay? I don't have Disco Tramper, and you'd never believe this is my favourite character. Computer scientist. No way. Guys, I've wanted computer scientist for ages.
Oh,
and
I accidentally just joined 3 instead of 2.
Oh, it's fine. Anyway, when he does load on, it's going to be seeing normal Citron, which you start off with, and shout out to Wolfie. Also, guys, shout out to Wolfie Plays, okay? I really want to shout him out. And if he ever watches my videos, please do a Garden Warfare 2 video again, please. He'll probably got mad at me for saying that though, because that makes him raid more than any other game I've ever heard him play. He's played Pizza Tower before, I know that. And he's played a lot of Plants vs Zombies games. He's played Plants vs Zombies Heroes. He's played a lot, okay? And I don't want to say them all because I know that there is a lot. But Wolfie, if you've been watching this, let me know. I'll play with you in any game.
0.001% chance of him watching this.
I know. I don't think a massive YouTuber on YouTube like him would watch the smallest YouTuber ever, like me. So,
I mean, not the smallest YouTuber.
I'm still very, very, very small. I've literally got like 3 subscribers, okay?
Very, indeed.
So,
am I inviting you or are you inviting me?
I'm gonna invite you. So I'm just gonna invite my cousin here. And so if you don't know him, he's Solar. And I've changed my name a couple of times. It went from Mr. Wolf to Wolf with the PS5. Which is only 2, but still quite a bit. So,
Wolfie Plays.
Wolfie Plays, I really admire your videos, okay? See, we're both British. We both used to swear at a younger age. Probably.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, you don't, but Wolfie does. I know he does.
But I'm better to trump you, bro.
Alright, so... I'm going to be using every single character against my cousin. So I'm going to head over to the sewers over here. Yeah, just gonna...
I, Tank Commander.
So I'm going to be versing Tank Commander, and then when it's the opposite way around, so I'm zombies and these plants, I'll be all the zombies and he'll be a random plant. So, I'm going to be testing in this room here, and I have lots of friends. So, friend them all, have a good look. Riley, if you get three friends requests, accept them all, probably my 3 subscribers.
Let's go, 3 subscribers!
Let's go, guys.
I said subscribe. I said subscribe, definitely.
I'm going to do face reveal at 10,000 subscribers, okay? Just kidding, 1,000, because I'm poor and I don't even know how to get my camera on videos. So, this is the regular TikTok, okay? So this is the regular TikTok. Has a yellow beam. And it does the same as Party Citron. If you don't know who that is, I'll get into him. So it does 10 and 2 damage, okay? Now, you've got ability where you can shoot that and it does the exact same damage and it takes away all of his abilities or hers. and you have a shield and shoot at me. See, I did not take any health off that, but then when he breaks it, it takes 20 DPS off you. Oh, sorry, not DPS. I keep getting mixed up with Terraria things there. I will be doing another video on Terraria though, and you can also get these like. Yes, I will. And you've also got these like Stitchman thing. If you look at the face of Stitchman, he's got like a little pixel thing, cause yeah. And then when you press triangle, you get another 2 abilities. You get your fastness, but you get your speed from pressing L1 on PlayStation, which is the only thing I have. I need money, and and then you've got R1, which does this, and it does. How much damage was that?
Probably 50 because
Probably 50.
I think that
Okay.
Super Brains has 200 health.
Yeah. Well, alright, next Citron is going to... Wait, let's just go through all the regulars. So, Rose, wouldn't recommend her in normal publics. As you see again, I've got the pixelate face. Now, she does 9 damage, that's 1 less, but when you hold it, it spams 9 health. Which actually, my Rose does okay damage because she's level 3. Anyway, see, if I do that, that slows him down. As you see, if you saw that red ribbon around him. And then you can turn them into a goat by pressing R1 on PlayStation. And they can do damage to you, but it won't really work properly. And then triangle, that's this like kind of thingy. When you press R2, does 30 DPS. Sorry, I keep saying DPS again. Damage. So
You also take no damage while in that thingy.
yeah, you also take no damage. If you take damage, then they're hacking. I dropped my controller. Now, let's go to corn, because corn on the cob is very nice.
And it's also sweet corn.
Yes, sweet corn. I love sweet corn. I love any type of corn. Not people are gonna hate on me for that. See, for some reason, I tried to verse my cousin in a height contest, and the candle actually won it. So, one shot is 9 DPS, right? Now, if I hold it in, on the other hand, that if you saw it in the top left, that actually spreads it down, right? And also in Riley Pace is in his last name. That's just a random ass thing. Like Pace means like pastry off like bread, or like I forgot what it's called.
I do like vegetable pastries.
Yeah, because he's awesome as well. Yeah, and his name's Riley. I'm always saying Riley in my videos, so you should already know. And then you've got L2, L1. I think that might that's not the one. That's a bit of butter. That's the one, and you gotta like be an enemy quite far away. Now there is there normally is normal butter, but because we made it so it can't really do any damage to it. And then you've got R1, which shoots out little like cobs. And then you've got triangle, which is like got what their name is, like hop cob maybe, I don't know. But then when he dies, actually, I think he spawns around up there, like. Oh, not there, okay. Now we've done all 4. The carrot, not carrot. Now we've got pea shooter. By far, this is my favourite character in Plants because the amount of damage he can do as his original. So 35 DPS, and that is actually per second as well.
And also, if he to direct it does more damage, but if you hit like near, so if you just hit the floor, it'll do less damage, but it still does damage.
Yeah, so that's splash damage. If you've ever played Black Ops 3 and any of the Black Ops with zombies, you'll know that when you've used the ray gun, that has insane splash damage and it will hurt you. So, and that does 10 damage on there and 35 damage from the top. So I'm going to leave L1 for the last here because this one's like, yeah, that one's the hardest. So now L1, it's like Citrons, which is the orange, and it's like a very fast beam, and if I jump, this is that I call those jumpers because they jump a lot. Okay, so I'm just practically doing this. If they've got that sprint on, they'll just do that. Now, I'd be very careful when I'm using the middle one, which is the triangle one for me. So I press triangle, you can't move around, you can only look around very slow. And when you aim in, it does like 16 damage, and then you can also beam them, which is like just like that. And then you press triangle to come out of it. Now for L1, this is what I've been saving for last. Press L1 on the floor, it's flick, and then I've got an upgraded version on it, but normally it wouldn't have the hat. Oh, where the hell did he go? Oh, there you are.
I feel that. But anyway,
So that's
that is an
Peach's,
upgraded version. It's the
yeah,
sombrero, like
sombrero.
I don't know if I know
Yeah,
this.
it's like a sombrero, maybe sombrero. I don't know. Let's
Sombrero.
look.
I don't. I just.
Sombrero, and that's also upgraded for me. I have the retro Gatling. Normally it's just a normal P Gatling, but I think retro looks way better. And Chomper. Okay, so Chomper is my second favourite, but it's very annoying to play as. Well, not as, but with. So on R1, you've got the thing that traps them in the little thingy and it does damage. And if you're playing the third version of it, the first one of these, which I like more than this, obviously, because it has way better, like, characters. Some of them, anyway.
What about the Chomp too?
Yeah,
the Chomp
yeah.
too.
The Chomp, when you just hit normally, and then you can, if you're from behind them, you see this red circle, and you can just eat them whole. It's very gruesome. So when you normally just chomp them, it spawns back here, right? Yes. Now when you chomp them, it does like, how much damage is that actually? 25. Okay.
23.
Now, whenever you press L1, it does around about 5 damage, and it makes them slow.
And you also can't turn very well.
Yeah, and you also can't turn with it because it's practically just glue that sticks to you.
You can turn, but it's very hard to aim. Like
Yeah, it's like this. It's like just like that. Like, and then you've got triangle, which makes you burrow, and then you can go around and trick somebody, and then go in the middle and eat them. So the main thing about this character is more of a melee, so like more of like a close-up range,
unless you play BFM, and it's like both.
Yeah. Both and I though it can get more far ranged. So I have got all the flowers too. I've got all the characters other than two. Sunflower. This is the one that you normally start off with in the normal game. So in the normal, when you load in, this is what you start off with. So normal shot, 9 damage, and then you spray, it actually does decent damage, right? So it's practically like Rose but faster, and Citron, but a beam, but like a finger. So press R1, you get these suns, and if you don't know what suns do, in the original game, it actually gives you suns to get characters and to place them down. But in this, it actually heals you. Shoot me. Now I've got 92 health. When I stand over these flowers, it gives me back my 110.
But other zombies can actually take down your flower too.
Yes, so I would be careful of placing it into large areas because, large areas of zombies, obviously, because they can destroy your plants that you place down. Even in garden ops, they can still do that. And if Riley becomes a plant, I can show the next one. So, obviously, I don't know how to pause my bloody game. So, yeah, so if I press L1, I can heal from my little hand. And if Riley gets hit, I can heal him very slowly though. Now, the last one is the sunbeam, and it's very powerful because look how fast it shreds. And it still does 9 damage, but it's practically Citron but better. So that's all of Sunflower really, and she doesn't do much damage. So she only does like that. What was that phase? And you got Cacti. Cactus is actually one of my good ones, I'd say. Now, you've got Shoot, which does 30 damage, and you can kind of spam it, maybe. But, no, main thing is going to be R1. This is something that can protect you from enemies, so if you can shoot me, that can damage. And I've got an upgraded version, because normally it'd be 4, one there, one there, one there, and one there. And the 2 on the side would be big, and the 2 in the middle would be like tiny little. But I've got a little walnut here, and it's like a little circle that you can just hide against.
But even though it's still quite powerful, it can still be destroyed.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
it can still be destroyed, and if you punch it, and if you do it yourself, you can still kill it. So L1, you might be thinking, yeah, place one at a time, and never do this. Never place them all at one time. And it does do quite a lot of damage because it's a bomb, and you've got the
That's a landmine.
Yeah, it's practically a landmine. It's called the potato mine, and it's very good for close combat, because it can do some damage. So, what you want to do is, with the triangle abilities, stand in a place where nobody can see you, and then, when you press triangle, you can go up and down with L1 and R1, which are the top 2 buttons, and then you can come across here and spray with 10 and 9 damage, and then when it gets to triangle, you can press triangle on them, and normally there would be Corn and the Cops coming down, but Riley?
But zombies can still destroy them.
Yeah, because it only has 5 health, so I'll be careful of that. And there's also a very similar person on the zombie side that can do that. And alright, finally, the last one, Torchwood. This is usually known as a boss, not a character, because this character, you've got to do this fully heist kind of thing. But lucky for me, I actually brought it because the pack came out at the time, and Riley went through all that hassle to get the goat and Torchwood. So.
And then I ended up just buying it for £11 or something. I don't know. I forgot.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into
it was my
the
birthday back then. I had enough money.
If the mic on Riley's mic goes weird sometimes, it's probably because I'm doing a YouTube video and it's very weird. So, what you want to press is R1, and it gives you a little shield of leaves. And it doesn't really do much, but it does something. And L1, it makes a little fight breathe thing, and it does shred if you're up close, because if you look in the top left, it actually does quite a lot of damage. So let's wait for Riley to heal up, yeah.
Just finish me off and I'll reform.
Oh yeah. Alright, this is the last one. So it does 1 damage every time you shoot, but it shoots very fast, so you can kill enemies pretty fast. And you can't use any abilities while on this. And so it's just a normal shoot. And then when you shoot normally, they're from 6 damage. See, so the normal one is better, but next. So, you've got the imps next, which are going to be pretty easy to do, and then we've got to go through all the variants of them. So, this video is going to be pretty long, I guess, because I'm going to say it's going to be at least 29 minutes or 30. So, as you see, it's a P, and that one is actually a bit of a spoiler, actually, so you're going to see that later. And so for imp, shoot it does 6 damage, so it's practically Torchwood, but a zombie and with 2 guns. And way faster. And then when you press L1, actually, it makes like a gravity thing. And if you keep going around them, and that's actually, that one that I just showed you was actually a good tactic. So when you put them in the ball, you can just press R1 and just do that. Because the hitbox range on when they're in the sky doesn't really matter, because when you're doing the ability of R1, when you press L1, which is the bubble, it can still hit them from when they're floating. And up to the last one now, we've got their mech suit. But you don't expect this if you never played the game. So it's like a little mech toy, and it does 10 damage and 3 damage, as you just saw anyway. So the main thing about this one is that it has more abilities. So it's a bit like a Citron, right? Press R1, stamps on the floor, and it does a major knockback. Now you press L1 on the other hand, it's very strong, and it's just like a very big like laser, and it has the same pellets that the normal imp has, and then to press triangle, that's to launch, and if you get up close enough, it will explode and deal damage to the enemy. On to the next one, we've got Super Brains, which is the character that Riley was just when he was a zombie. But as you see, I've got way different ones, way different look to them. So first, you've got the laser beam, which does 7 and 2 damage, and then you've got the punch, which does 4 and 15, I think. I don't know what I saw. And then you've got the weakest attack that I really don't use at all, the tornado, and then kick, which does okay damage, and I always use the kick to get around instead of kill people, because the kick doesn't do much damage. So I just recommend using the kick to get around. And the last one would be the let's just call it the hollow purple. If you've ever watched what's it called now? Gojo. No, that's the name of the actual Jujutsu Kaisen. If you ever watched Jujutsu Kaisen, it's called the hollow purple. The hollow tactic purple, I don't know. It's on Fortnite the other week, and that's where I got it from. I just been watching Jujutsu Kaisen from then. It's pretty cool. So I don't even notice. So it does okay, not back with 40 DPS. As you see, I've almost killed Riley 2 times in the matter of 1 character.
I'm going to become a character with more health, so I'm just going to become Toxic Citron for the rest of
Hey. That does damage, alright. So now, the pirate. Short range, you can't reach from there, so you're going to have to get close to him, which is bad for toxic characters as well, because they will get toxic.
Wait, let me just become Frozen Citron because...
Yeah, that'd be better. That's another spoiler as well, so guys, watch out for that character. I'm literally just giving you a little hint there. Yeah, good. Right, now, up close, you can shoot and do 35 damage, and then if you're being sneaky, you can stand from in here, like, and just go, he doesn't see me, push. 27 damage to the head. Now, main one, this is the character that's actually close to the cactus. So when you press R1, it gives you this cannon, and it does okay damage actually as well. And then when you press R1, it makes you come off it. And then if you want to be sneaky, like with the silver sun one, if you come back here, press triangle. I can't even do it in here, can I? Yes, I can. Now, as you see, he's going out right now. So what you can do, you can go into the sky, can't see me, and it does 7 DPS. And then you can press triangle, which sends it in bombs, but because I'm in the sewer, it doesn't work. And with the same, enemies can still kill you as the same as the cactus one. So the last one is actually something that you wouldn't expect. Like I didn't expect it when I was first playing, but it's like a little barrel. He was like, oh, what's this for? Like traveling, and then I saw the R2 to detonate. I was like, oh, wow, I want to do that. I was like, oh no, I was about to die. And then I was like, whoa, and I killed the player, and it was pretty.
The barrel can also be destroyed by planting.
Yes, and if you're a chomper, chompers can destroy the barrel by trying to eat it. So next character. Is going to be this one, and if you look on the L1 button, I don't have the right one because this one's like an upgraded version, and on the triangle that's also not one. So I'm going to start off with the no damages first. So let's go with triangle. So normally you would have one of those, but with a longer range. But with 2, it gives you like a better like angling. So you do it once. Oh, I want to do it the other way, and you could probably like land beyond an enemy and just go bush. So what you want to do is with the L1, all you want to do, move around a bit, 360 no scope them. You get me? And then that does actually 5 damage, and you can't really. There isn't a way to get it out. See, it damages enemies, but it doesn't damage you, which is
But
good.
you can also just walk out to
Yeah,
to not
like
take damage.
it's not like Chomper or anything because you can just walk straight out of it because it's very not useless practically. So with this one, I'm gonna do a little bit of a tactic with R1. So I'm just gonna go boom, right turns around, I'll come back this way, and then I'll bush him. And it does 250 damage actually. So you can one-shot any plant if you hit them directly.
And I don't think about Torchwood though.
Yeah, because I think Torchwood has like...
300 or something.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I know he has a lot of health. He's like the All-Star. And the Engineer, Big Bum, has got... So it's
The hell?
practically a grenade launcher. So you hit on that wall, it can bounce. Wait, am I even the right one? Wait, am I? Hold on.
That's
Yes, I
Plants
am.
vs Zombies 3. Yeah, it
Oh.
means stuff
Oh
for you.
yeah, sorry guys. This one's just a normal bow with 40 DPS.
Sorry, guys.
My brother is so annoying. And then 40 damage every time hit. And then you've got L1, which literally just takes away their abilities.
And
And
also
makes them
makes you go
slower.
slower.
Yeah, so it's practically like an ice version. So when you press triangle, this is like the Gattle MP, which I showed you. And then if when they move around, it does insane damage. I'm just gonna finish him off because he's almost dead anyway. Oh, okay.
Well done,
No.
yay!
No, you've got R1, which makes you move faster, and you can also shoot it a bit. So, like, if you want to like dodge out some enemies, like just do that, like, and then you can press R1. Yeah. So next character is going to be the scientist, my favourite character. Guys, before we get
He's the
into this,
scientist.
Riley's gonna entertain you for 2 minutes, so I need to go get something.
Oh. What should we eliminate Callum? Kaboom. So that's it, guys. Anyway. When Callum just spawns back, hopefully he does anyway. As you can also see, Callum's got very funny goggles, and oh, he spawned again. And also, I think that the scientist is the only one which doesn't get affected by turn-in motion. So if I get him, so if I manage to like hit him with the EMP mech or that orange thing, then he won't actually be like affected by the turning of it. He'll still be slow, but it'll be able to turn fine. So now we're just gonna wait for Callum to come back. Your favourite YouTuber? Probably not. But anyway, so as we just wait for Callum, we'll continue our game when it's done. There we go.
Welcome on guys, I'm back. Sorry it took so long, I just had to go get a tablet because I don't sleep very well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test out my sheep. Why are you jumping at me then? Now you've got the little bit here which is like 3 lines and 2 circles and with another line. You can shoot, right? Obviously, and it has 5 bullets, and it's oh that's so cool. I have not used it in ages. So it has like a spread shot kind of, and when you get closer it does more damage. So 70 there. And from far it does 20. And if you want to just be cool, throw that and then throw another one maybe behind them, and then like you can kind of trick them out, come behind them like, and then if they're like chomper or something, they'll try burrow, and then once they like get to here, like you'll kill them because I mean it's another bomb, right? And then you've got the healing, which if you're a plant you can also heal with the sunflower, and then you've got the teleport, which I'll show you
Just
after.
to test out the healing thing.
Yeah, let's set the healing thing. So if Roddy gets hit, let's say he got a hit for like 90. Oh, no worries. I'll just heal. And then we've got the healing thing, and the teleportation actually is actually pretty interesting. Because if the enemy's hitting you from like there maybe, then like, if I'm like there, then the enemy's trying to hit me from there. I can like just look over there and just go wee, and then just shoot them, and then just go wee again, and then shoot them again. Like pretty easy. And then
Well, I've actually lost my arm.
for the last of the normal zombies, you've got an all-star. It actually kind of looks cool, but you've got to wait like ages for it to shoot. So when you aim in, it ain't bad because you can just shoot. And people with bad aim with this is like, yeah, like that. But with some people, you can actually aim and just go 8 damage all the way through. And then you've got L1, which actually just shoots at a little imp. And you've got to be careful because it explodes straight away. And then you've got R1, which you can like, you can kind of hide with this one. But it's a bit like the cactus again, that can break. But it takes a lot of hitting to do the job. That hit me, okay.
Sorry.
So you've got the dash, which is a bit like Citron's dash ability. So you've got a triangle, which does wee, and you can also do glitches with those. And you can also like
another glitch of it doing it.
What?
And to glitch doing that, you can actually go into the gnome room.
Yeah, actually, that is with All Star. It's very good, and you could probably actually get into here with a dash. Like when you start like running, kind of, which I ain't doing. Like you can kind of probably get through here if I just like. Oh, and I'm in. So as you see, I can't even get back through. So if Riley,
You can if you just. No, let me.
if I respawn, maybe.
Start it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to respawn. So respawn. I mean, we've done the All Star now, so let's do the last final one. It's going to be the Hologold 3000. And you can sprint, yeah, you can do everything. So when you press L1, it actually ups them. Press R1, you get like a faster version of yourself, kinda, and you can like trick out enemies. Even land on top of their heads if you're good enough, and then you can still hit them as well. And then press triangle to get a laser beam, which is actually quite cool. So let's get to the plan side, and let's do some of the little variants. So I'm going to do one of each variant, and in favour, my favourites. Which they all have the same one, but he's toxic. That one's the same, but as a party mode, which does all kind of damage. He has an iron mode, which gives him more bullets, which makes him more powerful. And he's electric, just normal electric, and charge. He's just frozen. So my favourite one would be this one, because this was one that I leveled up in one day, and actually got a rainbow shield with it, which is actually pretty cool.
And also, I've also got a rainbow shield.
Yes, which is pretty cool as well. So we've got loads here, but I think I might end the video here, and I'm gonna test out Plants vs Zombies 3 like in a minute. So I'm gonna head to my favourite tea, and I might be doing a video tomorrow on the peas. So I'm gonna be using pea shooters only. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get the PVC
Silent
3.
stats, bro.
I'm gonna try to kill some PVC 3 players, and hopefully try and get some viewers, because I've not got viewers in a while. So yeah, let's go. So I'm gonna copy his rise again for the third time. Alright, drink some Prime, eat some Mr. Beast bars. Let's
I
get
swear to
this
God,
over
that's
with.
so copyright.
No, that's not copyright because we don't use that anymore.